guys, and welcome back. So, as you guys can see, I'm wearing this interesting piece of clothing that I actually designed and made today. I was a little bored, so I figured, what can I do with my time and with these pair of pants, where they used to be a pair of pants that actually I got from Nicholas Brooklyn on Fulton Street maybe a couple months ago, and they ended up ripping on me. Like, the seam and the butt part of it ripped. So I basically decided, since they were ripped, I decided to convert them into a different piece of clothing. And y'all, when I say I really freestyled this, like, I was just making up stuff as I went along. So I'll tell you guys what I did, right? This piece that I'm wearing now was a pair of pants. This piece here that I have around my shoulder, the collar, was actually the waist part, right? This is the waist. And when I cut it out initially, right, I first cut off like where the bottom of the butt meets the top of the leg. I was cutting along that part, right? So it was really short. I cut that part along the bottom of the butt, the crevice of the butt. So this part right here is basically the crevice of the butt. So it would make some really, really short booty shorts, right? But I decided to go ahead and cut along that part, right? And I initially slid this part from my feet upward. So I was gonna make like a halter top. I was gonna wear it like as a halter top, right? And I put it on, and this was gonna be like, you know, the above my top of my bosom, right? And I was just gonna be like a halter top, and I wore it like that. But I figured, I didn't really like the way it fit. So I took it off, slid it off from the bottom, right? And I slid it over the top. And when I did that, I was like, bingo! I liked the way it fit me when I slid it over the top of my head, right? So I had that part going. But I was like, okay, I can't just wear it like this, like only this part, right? I have to have something under it to cover it, right? So I decided to use the pants part. So the rest of the pants, the two legs, I decided to cut those up, right? The left and the right leg, I made into two pieces. So the left leg was separate from the right leg. I cut it in half, right? Then I took one of the pants leg and I cut along the inseam of it, right? So I opened it up to make a bigger piece of cloth, bigger spread. And I used that to make this part, as you guys can see. So it's like, kind of reminds you of an apron, right? Make that part, and I figure, okay, how can I keep this, how can I make it so that it stays, right? Because I don't want it falling off. I ended up like using the string from the waistband of the pants, because as you guys can see, there was a string that has holes right there. I ended up using that, and I threaded it to connect this part to this part. That's how I did it. So these two pieces are connected. But I figure, okay, I have the front. What about the back? And you guys can see, I'm not going to show you guys, like, I don't want to make that kind of video. But my back is pretty much open, right? And I figure, okay, how can I make it so that, you know, I'm kind of a conservative person. Like, I don't really wear clothes that reveal too much, but it is the summertime, right? So I figure, how can I do this? How can I make it so that it's secure in the back and that it's not just flapping, like the front is just flapping open, right? So I took the other pants leg, right, because this the front part that you guys see going down from the top, covering my front, my stomach, and it's like really long. That is one of the pants leg, right? The other pants leg, actually, I used to tie around my waist. So that's how I did it. And in this video, I'm actually gonna take my shirts that I purchased from Fulton Street, my Black Lives Matter shirts, and I'm going to make a design out of those. So stay tuned. But this is more of a template. I'm not really finished with this yet, but this is a template to give me an idea as to how I am going to design more of these in the future. So I really like it. It's African inspired. I actually have a one piece, a onesie that's made like this with the ruffled shoulder. And then it's made just like this, but it's a pantsuit. So this is more of like a shirt or a dress. The back is open. So I haven't worn out today, but the back is definitely open. And I'm wearing a bra. It'd be good to go outside and get a tan though. I really like it. This was pants. Can you guys believe that? Pants. Alright. Let me put this off to the side. Some juicy oranges I got. Alright, so I'm going to take these shirts. I really want to do this one first, but after trying this on, I realized it is a true medium. The guy that sold it to me was like, oh, it comes large. But this is a true medium. So it is long. I like that it comes long, so it covers like my butt. But in terms of like being fitted on my body, is really tight. Turn around, please. It looks interesting. No, I showed you guys half of my bag, right? So yeah, and I have like, that's the waist part. I don't want to show too much. So it's pretty fitted. This is a medium and it's pretty fitted. And I realized the design that I'm going to do, that I have in mind, is not gonna work with this size shirt because this is a medium, right? So the design that I'm going to do with this shirt, this other shirt here, that I was talking to you guys about in my previous video, is where I cut along the sides and I tie them. You have to go one size up, or 1 to 2 sizes up. So if you wear a medium, you should use a large. If you wear a large, you should use the extra large, because you guys will see when you cut along the side of each side of the shirt, and you do the slits, right, the increments of the slits along both sides of the shirt, then you tie it, it's gonna take it down a couple sizes, right? So you can't use your actual size if you want it to work. And I was like, okay, I tried this is a large. I tried this on, and I grip both sides of it to make sure that once I get ready to do my slits and I do my knots, that it will work. What are they doing? Construction. Hope you guys can hear me. So yeah, I tried it on and I grip both sides to make sure that it will actually work once I get ready to make my slits and do my knots and do my ties. And I figure, okay, I think it'll work. If it doesn't, I'll probably have to just donate this shirt if it's too small. If it's too small, hopefully, I think it will work though. So I'm going to use a large. I would really like to do this one because I really like this design. I like the colors. That's what I like the most about it. Multicolored. So I'm going to do this one. And I'm going to start by cutting along the side of it, right? So I'm going to basically, you guys see that, I am going to cut it like so. I'm glad you're gonna need some really good scissors. These are some, I don't know where I got these from and for what purpose. I think I got these when I was doing my video shoot when I first moved to LA, and I did a short film, you guys, on social justice or social injustice in Hollywood, California. And one of the scenes in my short film was a protest. And so I basically designed the props for the protest. So had to get some scissors to cut the signs. I still have those, by the way. It's in storage. It's in my storage. I'll show you guys once I get my storage out. My stuff out of storage in LA. So yeah, but you need some really good scissors, some quality scissors. I don't know where I got these from. Maybe the art supply store. Everybody is going live today. All right, so I'm gonna cut all the way up to the armpit. Like that. And what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to make slits along the side. Slit, 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 slit. Probably like an inch or 3/4 of an inch apart. So I'm going to have to flip it this way. Oops, 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 oops. I'm going to have to flip it this way so I can be able to work. Alright. I've been wearing this, by the way, like all day, guys. Like, it's really comfortable because it's like really airy. Like, my back is out. I'm loving it. Haha. Alright, so I'm gonna just do slits, probably like enough where I can be able to tie. It has to be like deep enough of a slit so that you can tie a knot. So I'm gonna go a little bit more, not too much though. I don't want to go too much. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm cutting and I'm gonna show you guys when I finish. Happy Juneteenth, by the way. Thumbs up if you didn't know what Juneteenth was. A lot of people didn't until we were educated on it. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's going to be long enough. Got to make sure that it's long, deep enough so that I can be able to tie a knot. And see, what I'm doing is I'm doing one side at a time because I don't want to do both sides unless I have some pins to hold the shirt in place, because once you cut it, you want to make sure that it's even. And if you begin to start, if you cut all the way up the seam of each side at the same time before you do these mini slits, then you could mess it up, right? So I want to make sure that everything is in place. So I am doing one side at a time. It shouldn't take that long. I'm surprised to see how like already it's starting to curl inwards. Alrighty, let's see. I'm going to show you guys after I finish making the slits. I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the sleeve part. I don't know. Let's see. Alright. So I've made it to the armpit. Now this is the fun part I like. tying. I might have to go a little bit deeper. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it without going deeper. Can you guys see that? And let me show you before I start tying the knot. So what I did was I made slits along the side like that. And then I'm just going to tie the knots with the slits I made. There's this other guy here. There we go. This is a fun part for me. I like doing this. Yeah. Alright. I don't know how many slits I made. So you just tie these into knots like that. And when I do it, I usually like pull it apart because sometimes it snags a lot. And so I'll pull it apart. It's okay if the shirt rips a little bit. You don't want to rip it too much, but you know, a little bit is not going to hurt it. Wait, what did I do? Hold on. And you could probably like tie every other one, but I'm doing every single slit. I'm going to tie every single slit. This is my favorite part, guys. This is my favorite part. I gotta order one of those camera holders so that I can be able to get some good angles so you guys can see. Alright. This is New York, y'all. It's really noisy and hot. So I have the fan going. You guys hear the fan? There. Alright, I'm almost like halfway done with this side. I think for the sleeves, I'm probably just gonna, I might just tear the sleeves. I might just cut the sleeves off. We'll see. See, I want to go in like, I'm going to show you guys. I want to go in a little bit deeper, but I was afraid that if I go in too deep, then I'm not going to be able to put it on. I'm a little thick girl. I'm slim thick. Alright, so guess what, guys? I'm so excited to hear that I got an email from AMC because I'm a member of AMC Theaters, and they said that they plan to open, I think, over 90% of the theaters by July 14th. And they say all the rest will open for sure by the end of July. So I was like, hey, I can't wait. And they're going to open with some new releases and some classics. So I'm curious to know, what are those classics? I'm like, I got some recommendations if y'all need to get some ideas for some classic movies to show in the theater. Y'all know what I want to see? Set It Off. I saw it when it first came out too. It was so tear-jerking. It was tear-jerking. I cried. Okay, what did I do? What did I do? See, this is the thing. These slits probably could have did a little bit slimmer. But oh well. This shirt was $10. So I'm almost at the bottom, as you guys can see, for this side. This is the left side of the shirt. that I am doing first. And then I'll go to the right side. To the left, to the left. Alrighty. So, let me see. I'm down to my last 3 slits. And I remember back in the day, like I told you guys before, in my previous video, how when I was in high school, I used to make these shirts, these designs. And I remember that I would not tie the bottom slit, but leave it untied. Okay, so I have like one more to go. Who's watching? I think I want to get some fabric. This is kind of fun. I didn't realize how fun designing clothes was. Alright, so I finished this side. And what I do is, after I tie those knots, I just separate it out, right? I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. It's going to sound like it's ripping, which it is. But it's okay, because it's knotted up. It's knotted up, and if you just want to be extra safe or careful, you can pull the knots tighter as you stretch it out. Alright, because you gotta remember, you gotta be able to put this thing on. So, tying, I'm just pulling the knots a little bit tighter after stretching. I will put it on after I finish. So that's that side. Now I'm going to do the other side. Wow. Just pull it a little bit more, stretch it. We go. Yeah. So now I'm going to do this side. So we'll start with cutting straight up down the side of it. Here where it's folded. All the way up to the armpit, like that. Speaking of armpits, I need to shave. Well, I don't shave. Sometimes I shave, sometimes I don't. Like India Arie says. Sometimes I comb my hair, and sometimes I don't. Depending on how the wind blows, I might even paint my toes. It really just depends on whatever feels good in my soul. Alright, so we're going to do this side. The right side of it. I'm going to go ahead and start putting my slits. Starting from same thing for this side. Thumbs up if you guys done this before. Maybe you have. I was thinking about getting some canvas and some paint. Coming back and making some nice creations on live with you guys. We'll see. So I went to Target. They have like a very small selection though of art supplies. So, you know, you do it, anything you do, you gotta do it right, right? Gotta do it right. Some of y'all are really weird. Peeking in. Hello. Alright, let's see. What do I do with this side? Yeah, so put it right here. You want the sides to be similar. They don't have to be the exact same, but they should be similar. And I started from the armpit to make my knots. So you guys can see I have my slits. Slits along the side, and I'm going to tie my knots. What's up, Sammy? The good thing about cotton is that it stretches. I like that it stretches. It helps with this process. So, same thing for this side. The sleeves, I don't know what I want to do with the sleeves. We'll see when we get to that part. We'll see. Can't wait to put it on. This is really therapeutic too. Alright, so when I see that it starts to like scrunch up like this, see how it's like scrunching up, I'll just pull it. Pull it. And it sounds like it's ripping, because it is, but it's okay. A little holes in it is cool, right? So you can get some air up in there. It's the whole point of doing this because it's summertime. It is summertime and it's hot and we need some good air to come through our clothes. So pull it, stretch it out. And then it's even better like after you finish this and you wear it and then you wash it and dry it. I think that outcome is much better when after you wash it and dry it and then you put it on. Like, oh yeah. What are they doing outside? Alright, I'm almost done with this side. Then we'll go to the sleeves. We'll see what we can do with the sleeves. I swear, like this design, I just freestyled it. I was just like making up stuff as I was going along. I had no idea what I was doing. It was just, you get inspiration as you go along. That's how it works. Almost done. See, I would love to design like African clothing, but I don't like to sew. That's the only thing. I would have to like, everything would just be knotted up. I would have to find another way to like seam the clothes and the inseams, because sewing, I don't know, it's not really my thing. Growing up though, my parents had the sewing machine, but I don't think nobody ever used it. Maybe once or twice. Growing up, I remember, this is throwback, and this is for all the writers out there. Growing up, who had a typewriter? Now, I actually used a typewriter. My grandmother, she had a typewriter, and I actually used her typewriter, I think, like once. It was weird. It's like so inconvenient compared to using a computer. But I like the sound that it makes. You type on the keys. Alright, so we're down to the bottom. Almost done. Yeah, the thing about using a typewriter is that if you press the wrong key, you can forget about it. Nah. It's just a pain in the ass, you know? Alright. Almost done. This is the last one. This is the last one. Alright. There we go. Almost done. Y'all think I can fit this? I should be able to. Now you see what I mean by you have to get like a size bigger than what you normally wear, because I don't know if you guys can see that. It slimmed up a little bit. Alright, so I just finished that. Now I'm just going to stretch it out just a teeny bit. Just a teeny bit. And I'm going to tighten my knots like I did on the other side. Tighten my knots. And when I was in Atlanta, I learned how to make handmade books, y'all. And I have several handmade books that I made. Like a real hardback cover book by hand, using construction paper, using cardboard, glue, scissors. Or maybe that's where I got that. I don't know. Maybe that's where I got these scissors from. Alright. Stretch this out a little bit. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Kids love it too. Alright. So now this is the complicated part. That was the easy part. The complicated part is trying to figure out what to do with these sleeves here. Now I have two different ideas that I can do. I thought about removing the sleeve altogether, so just slicing it like that. Like where you see the seam, right? I was thinking about coming a little bit inward from the seam, slicing it like that, and then just putting slits along the side. After I slice the sleeve off, or I can leave the sleeve on and then slice it, but I don't like, those are too long. Some people do those like that, so I could cut it maybe in half and then slice. That's what I'm going to do, cut it in half. Now, I used to cut along the top, the shoulder part, and then tie it. I could do that too. But I don't know. I don't think I'm going to touch the shoulder. What I really want to do is cut this all the way off. Well, that's what I used to do. Is that how I used to do it? Is that how I used to? Let me see. I would cut off, yeah, I used to cut off like this part and then just slice, 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 right? Could do that. Let's see. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Alright, let's see. I think I am going to, I'm going to cut the sleeve in half and then go with the plan of what I said. I'm going to cut the sleeve in half. So basically cut like half of the sleeve off. Like that. Because who needs a long sleeve? Like, it's not long sleeve, but it's like down to my elbow. I don't need a sleeve that long. Just, no. And then I'm just gonna cut. I'm gonna cut the slits in the sleeve, but not all the way. Halfway. Right? Not all the way, but halfway. Halfway up. So let's get her done. Let's get her done. Y'all had this weird dream last night. It was like my doctoral class, we had gathered together, seemingly, I guess, for our graduation ceremony, and people were singing, and it was beautiful, beautiful performances and stuff. And I was acting silly. I don't know why. I was just really acting silly. And one of my classmates showed up pregnant. I was like, well, I should call her and let her know, like, you know what? I prophesied that you, that's the thing about me, like, I dream, guys. I dream. And my dreams are usually prophecies. And that's weird. I should call her and let her know, like, I dreamed that you were pregnant. Or you're gonna be pregnant when we have our graduation. So these slits I'm making a little bit more narrow. Right now, the question is, should I? Yes, I'm gonna do it. I was trying to decide, should I cut along the bottom here? I'm just gonna do a small slit, a little bit, just a little bit. There we go. And then maybe should I cut the top part? Just a little bit. I'm gonna try this on, y'all. I'm almost done, actually. Alright. And then maybe, I'm just gonna like leave it like that, and then maybe I might get inspired. I really wanna do something with the neck. I think I might make it a V-neck. Alright. So, same thing for this side. I'm gonna cut half of this sleeve off, so we don't need it. Just cut it all the way up, halfway. Like that. Don't need it. Look, it's almost symmetrical. I'm not using a ruler or anything. These are the remains of the sleeves that I just cut off. Almost symmetrical. Alright, and so I'm going to make the slits along the same as I did the other side. Just slit it up. Slit, slit. These slits are probably like a quarter of an inch compared to the slits along the side of like the stomach part. It's more like 3/4 of an inch. People gonna ask me, where'd you get your shirt from? Oh, I made it. You ain't gonna be able to find this in a store. I mean, yeah, the design that it was before I cut it up, but not after. Alright, cut this bottom part. How long? 41. Whoa. Alright, so I think I know that I'm gonna, for this part, I'm just gonna do a V-neck. And I thought about cutting the top part, like the shoulder part here. I thought about cutting that and then just tying knots. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not, at least not now. I'll probably come back and do it another time. Ooh, look at it, look at it, look at it. Can you guys see on both sides? Hey, 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 I can't wait. Alright. So, I'm going to do a V-neck. So, to do a V-neck, I'm going to position this shirt upside down with the neck facing me. And I am going to I could cut the back. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut the back. Oh yeah. So I'll be cutting through the front and the back of the shirt at the same damn time. And the V is gonna meet where the A is. That's where the bottom of the V is gonna meet. So let's do it. This is gonna be an interesting V. Alright, let's do it, let's do it. I'm not gonna go all the way. Just right, just boom, right there. And then I'm almost gonna like see the lines. I think that's how artists, like, when they paint, they can see the pictures on the canvas when the canvas is completely blank, right? When it's a blank canvas, they can see the image. And I sometimes can see like images like on the wall when there's nothing there. It's weird. And sometimes I want to just like, this is how I used to be when I was growing up too. I would just look at the wall and like, and I'm seeing stuff on the wall, but it's not even there, right? You can just see, like, your imagination is able to create these images on the wall that you don't even see, but you do see. So it's a little different. All right. So same thing for this side. So yeah, I think that's just how people create art. And we're just gonna go, like, I can see the line, I can see the V already there without me even drawing it. It's just there waiting on me to trace it. Okay. Woohoo! I did it! Here we go. I cut that out. I made a V-neck. which I kind of cut off the back a little bit, but it's not too much. Let's see how much damage I did to the back. You still see it. So I cut like the B and the R. I'll show you guys in a minute. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Symbolic. Cutting the B and the R. So I can't breathe. Looks like something. What can we do with this? Put it on the headband. Alright. So there we have it. There we have it. I can imagine it's going to drape on my shoulders now that I made it like that. But we'll see. Wow. Alright, time to try it on. I'll show you guys. See, I cut it off just a little bit. It's okay though. We get the picture. So, I'm going to try it on. And I'll be right back. I gotta take this off first. Cross my fingers, hoping it comes out right. Let's see. See the masterpiece. Wow. Just like I imagined. Just like I imagined. I love it. Wow, look at that. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. And the stretch is pretty long. This side. I love it. I love it. Y'all gotta let me know what you think. I love it. It goes great with my jewelry. Yes, I love it much better. You see why I cut half of the sleeve off? You don't need, otherwise it would hang like down here. It's too long. You don't need all that. It's a frivolous. Love it. Hey, hey, hey. Alright guys, that makes the end of the video. I could do the other shirt. Otherwise this video is going to be like over an hour long. Probably already 49 minutes. The other one, I might not cut the other one up. I want to though. Or I could just like make slits in the side and then do the sleeve and do the V-neck. Yeah. So I might do. Catch you guys later. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think about this shirt. Love you guys. Bye.